Since the Motown sound of the mid-'60s, and so much national attention had been focused on the Detroit music scene. But one Detroit rock and roll band was scoring hits on the national charts as early as 1965.
We saw these teenagers delivering something out of body. It was like a martial arts tsunami.
You know, I mean, he did a lot of Little Richard stuff and things like that. But, I mean, he was sort of everybody's granddaddy here in Detroit. We always looked at him as being up here. Yeah.
His voice was so soulful, and it also had that edge. I mean, listen to Mitch sing. It's like listening to an automotive factory. It's like listening to an assembly line.
Jim McCarty, just in the ferocity that he plays with, but also the precision that he plays with. He's just so attuned to the guitar.
But when it comes to inescapable throttle, Johnny B. Johnny B's my inspiration.
Mitch Ryder and the Detroit Wheels, or as we said in New Jersey, Detroit Wheels, had so much influence, it's hard to really even explain it.
You know, this guy shows up with glasses on. He looks very different. He talks very different. He carries himself very different. I was 5 years old. I got my first drum set, and I just remember that becoming the love of my life. And my dad said, well, I have this friend. He's a really famous rock and roll drummer. I'm going to have him come over and teach you a thing or two on the drum.
Well, it was a great time. I mean, I think everybody was incredibly proud of the group, what we accomplished.
We'd be playing with Three Dog Night, a lot of the newer acts coming out, and that was it until Bob made a huge mistake, and it just killed us because he decided that Mitch should be a white James Brown and have a big horn band.
What you believe isn't really accurate or meaningful anymore, and instead of giving them the finger and cold cocking them, you go, well, I suppose we should listen to this guy. After all, he did pay for us to record. I don't fucking think so.
They came to me one day when we were on the road and they said, you're out of the band, because I was the one that told them to go fuck themselves when they said we're going to add horns to the band and turn it into a Las Vegas group. Mitch got killed. It's just, he got catcalled. Before he even went on, Eric Clapton came up to him backstage. He goes, Mitch, where's Jim McCarty? Where's Jim McCarty?
In the early 1970s, Mitch had kind of moved off into one direction, and being McCarty started with his band called the Rockets.
Rolling by the record machine.
Rockets were a solid band. I mean, Rockets were a rock and roll band, capital R, capital N, capital R, capital all those letters.
I thought they were the American Rolling Stones. They just had that blues rock thing going that not many other bands had.
It's original Rockets. Mark Marcano on keyboards, John Fraga on bass, Jim McCarty on lead guitar, Johnny B. Badanjek on drum.
Finally, I ended up listening to a band that Dave Gilbert was in, and I was like, wow, this guy's unbelievable. So I told Don, I found the lead singer.
A teacher grabbed the jug and said, kick off the shoes, this is your last chance now, get in the groove.
We said, yeah, we played a few tunes with him, and we looked at, me and McCarty looked at each other and go, man, this guy is great, but I've got a feeling this could be trouble.
He had a walk about him. When he walked that stage to take that microphone, he knew exactly what he was there for and what he was going to do.
Now they're headlining and selling out Pine Knob.
You could be at a gas station, there'd be 7 girls pumping gas, and one of the guys from the door, "You girls want to go to New Orleans?" And they just park the car and get on the bus.
Anywhere we would go, women would flock to him.
They thought he was great, but they were not happy with his shenanigans. He would show up late, he would show up drunk, he would show up high.
Many rock musicians really got hosed. They got screwed.
So I'm on Sony now, but I don't get no mechanicals or syncing. So all the other publishers are taking money and I get nothing.
And I feel for B and McCarty, because those guys, man, they got talent. They really did not deserve to be ripped off.
Every time money came in, it had to go to, they put someone in charge of our money. I got a phone call, and it was the police, and they wanted to know if I knew how to get a hold of Dave Gilbert, and I said yes. They said, well, his wife just committed suicide. By that time, Seger, who was really good back then, had us put in receivership.
You know, I mean, that's what he's worried about right now. That if he doesn't get a Social Security check, he will have to, they're gonna make him move out because he rents. Those two guys should not have to struggle that way, for all they've given,